linking the organization with external suppliers, but making sure that whatever we are buying is of the right quality, right quantity, delivered at the right time, delivered at the right place, and etc. So basically that's just a broad generalization, and you have got various specific objectives within the purchasing department. You're just going to cover a few, then the rest you can be able actually to read about them. The first objective is to pay reasonably low prices for the best values obtainable, negotiating and executing all company commitments. That's just so obvious, to pay reasonably low prices. I don't think there's a time you are just went to the market to buy things. Let's say you're going to buy some pairs of shoes and you saw one shoe costing 1,500 and another one 2,000, yet the shoe is of the same color, the same size, the same quality. I don't think you actually bought from the seller who was selling 2,000. Probably you bought from the one who was selling 1,500. So basically that is what you, who is now going to become a purchasing manager, what you're also going to do. You have to make sure that you pay as little amount of possible while buying any material resources for the company, but make sure that you maintain the quality. Don't substitute the quality of an item at the expense of the cost. The second point is to keep inventories as low as is consistent and maintaining production. That means don't buy too much materials as a purchasing officer. The more you buy, the more you keep. The more you keep, and if these materials are not required immediately by the production line, the more expenses you incur. You incur the cost of storage, you incur the cost of securing the materials. Remember, the same materials can expire, they can start becoming obsolete, they can be stolen. So you have to gauge, how much am I buying, how much am I keeping, how much of this product are required by the customers. If there is no immediate demand, buy less, keep less. If there is so much demand from the customers, buy more, because when you buy more, this time you won't be keeping. The customers will already be waiting. So make sure that you keep optimum. Optimum is that level of stock whereby you don't incur too much cost at the expense of just trying to obtain quantity discounts. Then number 3, to develop satisfactory sources of supply and maintain good relations with the vendors. This means developing satisfactory sources of supply means sometimes you may not need to keep one supplier or vendor, because sometimes if you have one vendor, this vendor may end up frustrating you. Assume you are ordering some groceries every morning for your organization, for example, and doesn't have any other supplier of those particular groceries. If this grocery supplier closes abruptly without notifying you, by the time you get another supplier of the same product, it's going to cost you. It's going to waste you a lot of time. Your production line may even stop. People will be complaining, where is the supply, and they'll even be calling you ineffective procurement officer or the purchasing officer. So the goal is to actually go out there, find out various suppliers who sell or who can supply what you are looking for, have their contacts, have them ready. Because you never know, if this supplier A frustrates you, then you might be needing immediate assistance from the next supplier whom you may be having in your database. So develop enough satisfactory sources of supply. Have like 2 or 3 or 4 suppliers who can be relied on, reliable suppliers, and maintain good relationship with them. Relationship is important in supply chain because sometimes good relationship can give you discounts, good relationship can give you goods on credit, good relationship can give you free services, good relationship can give you free transport, good relationship can even prioritize you. How many times have you ever gone to a business or to a shop? You saw some items remaining there and you wanted a piece of those items, and they are telling you, sorry, those items have already been bought. And practically, probably they have not yet been bought. But that seller is keeping those particular few remaining product for their customers whom they know that they are consistent. So relationship is also important. The fourth one is to secure good vendor performance, including prompt deliveries. As a purchasing department, one of your objective, or one of our objective as purchasing officers, is to make sure that the suppliers whom we have are always reliable. We want suppliers who delivers on time. We want suppliers who delivers quality. We want suppliers who delivers enough quantity. We want suppliers who are innovative. So it is our goal to keep on changing from those suppliers that are not reliable to those suppliers that are reliable. That's the main point. The next point talks of to locate new materials or product when required. To locate new product or materials when required. That means customers' needs are always ever changing. My needs as of last year are different from my needs right now. So I also bet yours too. Okay, so the purchasing department, once you become a purchasing officer or a procurement officer, keep on going outside and asking yourself, where can I get newer products so that I can make this product available to the customers? Because also the customers want to be associated with companies that are also trying to be innovative, producing new materials, buying new materials, and etc. The customers also want a feel of being told or buying new items that are more unique than what they have been used to. Okay, so number 6, to develop good procedures together with adequate controls. So as a purchasing department, one of your objectives is also to make sure that you are buying your items at the most affordable cost, instituting a good procurement process to make sure that cost is ensured, reliability is ensured, getting quality materials are ensured. Professionals are the ones who are acquiring these materials, because again we also need professionals. So adequate controls, making sure that we are not losing finances, we are not buying materials that are substandard, and it. So to develop good procedures is to have a kind of a system that works when acquiring goods, works, and services, and also when it comes to disposing, we are following the right procedures to disposing these materials. The 7th point talks of to implement programs such as value analysis. Value analysis is just a proposition of sitting down after a procurement has already occurred or a procurement process has been complete, and asking ourselves as the purchasing personnel, what lessons are we learning? What mistakes did we do? How can we improve these procedures going forward? About the products that we bought, how can we increase their value? Okay, value analysis. About the customers that we are selling to, how can we have more customers? Or how can we have more customers taking or consuming more of our products? Because the more product consumption, the more the profits we make at the end of the day. Okay, so the company can also ask of themselves instituting programs for cost analysis. We want to find out from the previous procurement process, how much money did we spend? Did we spend that money the right way? How much could we have saved? Or where did we lose money? So that we can actually make strategies of finding out how we can save and how we can actually get the value for the money. Getting value for money is also very important. Okay, so number 8 is another objective is to secure high caliber personnel. This means that our goal, if you are the head of the procurement, one of your major goals would be to make sure that people under you are all qualified, people are under you have got the right skills, people under you have got the right mindset when it comes to procurement and supply chain, or people above you exactly have got the skills in their fingertips. People who have gone back to school, they have done more courses, they have done professional courses in supply chain management, because the better the skilled people are, the more the skilled people you have in the department, the better the decisions, the better the procedures, the better the policies that are going to be made, and the more the organization continues to move ahead and etc. Okay, so basically plus those others, that is what we call That is what we have various specific objectives of the purchasing function. So it's easy. Look at it at this way. What are the specific why is the purchasing department there? What is the role of the purchasing department within the organization? What do purchasing officers do in the department? That is so much important to the organization. That is the angle in which you should look or discuss all these objectives from. So next time when you become a procurement officer, or even before you become a procurement officer, try and ask yourself, when I become a procurement officer, what will be my objective? What will I be doing? Probably you can think of things like, I'll be looking for new products, I'll be sourcing for new suppliers, I'll be looking for instances where I can save money, I'll be recruiting qualified people, I'll make sure that I buy materials on time, I'll make sure that I'll buy quality materials, I'll make sure that I'll come up with better policies, I'll make sure, that's the angle whereby how you're supposed to understand this topic. So thank you so much for accompanying me. Keep on listening to this video. Listen to it as many times as possible. Probably you are likely to understand something the second time that you never understood the first time. So we catch up in lesson number 3 as we discuss something much more different. I wish you all the best. In our forum, I think there's a forum that is there in our distance learning platform. We can keep on sharing more insights. God bless.